live. Welcome everybody. Today we are going to the highest level of Siddha Medicine. We're very happy to have Professor Dr. Meenakumari, the director of the National Institute of Siddha, the Ministry of AYUSH, with us. And she will go deeper into the topics of the ways to enhance immunity according to the Siddha medicine. Just before I give it over to her, I would like to remind everybody this is a call for papers, so we still have some time for you to bring in your papers and be part of the Knowledge Festival, which will be happening in June of this year. So just go to the knowledgefestival.org website and send us your papers to be part of the big event. So now, without further ado, I give it over to Dr. Meenakumari. Please, ma'am.
Good evening, all. And I am very glad to have you all here to know about Siddha, something related to Siddha. First of all, please convey the screen is visible.
I will tell you, not yet. Just take your time. Now it's up.
Okay. And this is the National Institute of Siddha, which comes under Ministry of AYUSH, Government of India. This is the sole only one institute situated at Chennai and doing its part of service through our Siddha system at Chennai. And we provide medical facility to the public in a wholesome manner. And okay. And before that, in this COVID situation, people, we have to know about our health system properly. If we are healthy, it means our immune system, which is responsible for our healthy life inside our body, the system should be healthy. And this is based on some innate mechanisms of our physiological system. Among the COVID situation, some of the people in Tamil Nadu, they were protected largely against COVID because of having some Siddha drugs and some vaccines or some practices of good healthy lifestyle. They protect COVID, protect themselves from COVID. It is because of their immune system is healthy. So this is based upon our body immune system, which is responsible to fight against the disease. Not only COVID, this immune system, if it is healthy, we can fight against any system, even like we can say cancer itself also. If our immune system is good, we can fight, we can prevent cancer also. Likewise, our immune system, initially we don't have any vaccine against COVID. Now we can have some vaccination, and it's going on everywhere around the globe. So we have to protect keep on vigil our immune system. For this, our Siddha system have some amount of practices to boost our immune system, to balance our immune system, or to modify our immune system to fight against any disease. People, you may know about our immune system and how it works. Basically, the immunity is based upon our white blood cells. We know about our blood cells, which contains the WBC and RBC and so on. In the leukocytes, there will be some lymphocytes type of white blood cell. It contains some innate materials inside their cell structures. So, according to their activity, we can have two types of immunity. One is innate, which is inside our body, and another one is acquired. After our birth, we can acquire any type of immunity through a cellular mechanism or humoral mechanism. And through our mother's own mother's immunity, we can carry over from motherhood. So this innate immunity, which is built up inside our body, which can be based on our neutrophils, basophils, eosinophils. These are all white blood cells which are responsible for our innate immunity. And these cellular products which are responsible for our innate immunity, which is inside our body. And some humoral immunity is also produced by some tissues like lysosomes, interferon, some tissue enzymes. These are all tissue enzymes. These lysosomes, interferon, complement system. These are tear, saliva, in mucous membrane, everything. The secretions of these products can also produce our humoral immune system. These two mechanisms inside our body, where we can have naturally in our body, which is responsible for our innate immune system. This is by birth we will have specifically. It is very much unique in each individual. This acquired immunity is probably we can gain acquired immunity through diet, or through exercise, or through breathing exercise, or through any practices of life like yoga, meditation, or even some good balanced diet, everything. We can have the same cellular and humoral immune mechanisms. These cellular immunity is provided by T cells. This is also a type of white blood cell which is responsible for fighting against any foreign body inside our when it enters into our system. Like so, the B cells are also a type of lymphocyte. It can also fight against any foreign body which enters our bloodstream or in our body through any administration, so, which can cause some antibodies. When these T cells and B cells react, there will be some antibodies. They secrete some antibodies. These antibodies fight against the another foreign body, which is that foreign body may cause any anaphylactic reaction or any inflammation or infection, any damage to our tissues or inside the body. So these acquired immunity and innate immunity, we can fight against any disease. Through this acquired immunity, we can develop our immune system by any medicine or vaccine or diet. We can develop our immune system in a balanced way. So how our innate immune system it works? There is a simple procedure we can remember. In our childhood, we may notice some any tissue injury outside the body. We may notice some secretion will be there in our tissue. Some we will call it as serous fluid. Like so on, what it happens means there is a vital reaction happens at that place. What happens means any foreign body which enters into the gap or in any injury or any injury or cut injury or any damage to the tissue, there will be some introduction of foreign body into our tissue. So our white blood cells, they will surge into that particular point, and they will produce some anaphylactic reaction that is called vital reaction. Any live tissue can produce this reaction, which fight against the antigen or foreign body which enters into the body. These cells are called phagocytes. These phagocytes engulf this foreign body. That may be a bacteria or virus, any foreign body, which can be engulfed by the phagocytes. And if it is little in amount, these phagocytes engulf all the bacteria, and the bacterial level, sometimes it may be very big. At the time, the phagocyte fails to engulf all the bacteria. At the time, the bacteria wins the race, and we will get some disease. This is the phagocytic reaction, how disease occurs inside our body. So this is the simple mechanism which we can understand our how our immune system, cell by cell, how it works inside our body. So this is also these.
Sorry, people are saying if it's possible for you to go full screen or press to the one, because you're on 90% with the size of the presentation, so we are not using the whole area for so on the slideshow tab you could
let me try.
So
video. This is slide.
No.
Balaji irkara. Sir, full screen varlangranga. Venda venda. Sir, we are trying.
It's no problem if you yeah, perfect.
Okay.
Great, thanks a lot.
Okay, ida adu munnadi ulladu. Irunga onnu illa. This is how, sir, is it okay?
This is great.
Okay. So like so on, we have some tissues inside our body, like in lungs, we will have some alveolar macrophages. These are all like phagocytes. These cells are responsible for the antigen antibody reactions. These cells are these cells will fight against the antibody which enters into our body. This is situated in alveolar macrophages are situated in lungs, everywhere, lungs, in connective tissues, all the tissues, in the liver, kidney, brain. We will have these type of peculiar cells which can fight against any antigen which enters into the body. These cells are responsible. These are all healthy and active. We will have a healthy fight over the antigen, and we will win the race, and no disease will occur. If these macrophages or phagocytes are lower in the number, or our body is incapable to produce much number of macrophages or much number of phagocytosis happens, it means the disease bacteria wins the race and the disease occurs. This is the simple mechanism how the disease occurs into our body. This is again how the acquired immunity occurs in our body. This is this immunity develops during our lifetime. We can gain this immunity through our lifestyle modifications, diet, or exercise, breathing exercise, good sleep, stress-free life, like so on. So we can have these acquired immunity in there is two type of acquired immunity. That one is active and passive. This passive immunity will be gained from the childhood, from our mother. And active immunity, we can gain it through any small infection. We can gain some immunity through that immunity by naturally. Some measles or chickenpox, we will expose to chickenpox, we will never expose again after that exposure. So like some small, this is mild disease, is nothing but a reaction between the disease and our body. So if it is small and simple, our system is very good. If it is the disease is very much worse, our system is very much poor in health condition, so that we can have we are having that disease in an active form. So here the active immunity develops after some simple exposure to any disease or any vaccination. We can artificially produce through some vaccination also. We are having some throughout our childhood, we will have a vaccination chart to prevent all the disease like chickenpox, smallpox, and the so on. The passive immunity, it's also divided into natural and artificial. Through some natural way, we are having it through our so that only we can get it from our childhood through mother's milk. So we are advising the mother to feed the children up to their 1.5 years or 2 years also, so that only some antibodies which is present in the breast milk can produce this natural immunity, so that only the immature child or the breastfed poor breastfed child are very prone to infections, because of there is less breastfeed that cause some diseases during their childhood or even in adulthood also. Like so on, the artificial immunity, we can get it from any medicine, some injection or infusion or oral medicine, like so on. Here, the active immunity is also based on natural and artificial. We can have it through some infection, or we can have it through some vaccination. This is about how immunity plays a role in our health system. This is a chart which you can understand. This is the antigen which enters to our T helper cells. Antigen which enters to the T helper cells, which causes some lymphokines, the production of large number of lymphokines that produces cytotoxic T cells. These and suppressor T cells. These two cytotoxic T cells are fighter cells. This will fight against the disease cells. If it is very healthy and if it is very active, these fight in that fight, we will win. Otherwise, the disease will win. Like so on, the antigen enters into the B cells. Some the antigen enters into our B cells. Some antibodies, IgGM antibody antigen reaction will happen in the type of antigen which enters into our body. Our cell will produce some different types of antigen antibody reaction end product. These are all called like IgM, IgG. These are all the result outcome of the antigen antibody reaction. So according to this substance which is produced by the plasma cells, we will have some symptoms like allergy, cough, wheezing, or edema, swelling of face, like so on. So these are all the antigen antibody reaction. So these if these reaction is very poor within our system, we will call the disease like autoimmune disease, which is caused by our immune system, which is very poor in a healthy state. So we cannot have find a remedy because our system is like that, and our system cannot capable of preventing these reactions. So that only that we will have some disease like rheumatoid arthritis, myasthenia gravis, and Hashimoto thyroiditis, lupus, and Graves' disease. These are all psoriasis. These are all some autoimmune disease which our innate immunity is very poor in this region. So that we will have some disease like this. So we can boost our immune system by any medicine or some diet, or we can modify these diseases, and we cannot entirely change the disease. So these are all the area we can concentrate to find some remedy for the people, for the society. And there is some immunity. You may have some idea about this during our COVID. In newspaper and some scientists, they quote some herd immunity. It is a form of indirect protection from any infectious disease. Some large group of people may infect one by one by like a pandemic or some epidemic. These people may develop slowly a herd immunity among the group. That herd immunity will spread across the group slowly, and the entire group may become immune and immune resistant. So these people, see this picture here, we are all having healthy people, only 2 infected people. From these 2 infected people, the disease spreads all the groups. So again, this group, all the group is having infected by this same by that disease. After that, these people become immune, the group become healthy. Only a few will have these few immune people may spread the immunity towards among the group. So slowly we can all the people will get the infection slowly or in a little manner, and the entire group become immune, though most of the population get healthy due to exposure of the disease or some vaccination, or they will produce some antibodies against the disease. So they will naturally protected from the disease. This is the herd immunity. This is the third variety. And how to enhance our immunity? What Siddha says about immunity? How can we modify our immunity through Siddha way? Siddha is focusing the wholesome treatment, not only the body, it focuses the mind and even the subtle body and even the soul also. Siddha says some man could become a god, because a man inside there is a possibility himself to become a superhuman or a godlike. So psychologically he can modify his subtle body. Psychologically he is improving his simple lifestyle into a modified lifestyle, and the harmful thoughts, the harmful lifestyle, which can be modified to become a superhuman. Through our Siddha says diet itself is the cause of disease, and diet itself is the remedy for the disease. So we can choose the diet for our healthy lifestyle, and it is in our hand how diet can spoil our lifestyle also. So, unave marundu, marunde unavu. This is the quote of Siddha, main simple way. And our Siddha says there should be a balanced diet. Nowadays, people eat more than they need. The food habits, the food they choose, and the food, the junk food, which are not at all good for our health, is always our preferable diet. So we are eating for our taste buds to satisfy our taste buds. It should not be like that. Our diet should be nutritious, and it should be it can cause their habits and mentality, attitude also. Siddha say like that. So we can choose our food for our healthy life, and even to form a healthy mankind. So we have to very much conscious to select a food, and Siddha very much insisting how to take food for each and everyone, every individual. What food can be preferable for their lifestyle. For example, for some intellect people, like white collar job people, they can eat lesser, and those who are providing physical work, those can take much food other than this white collar job people. So children, they can have their specific food which can be helpful for their growth. For adolescent, they can take a rich in protein drug which can improve their inner organs, which can health, which can make their organs healthy, inner organs healthy. Like the adolescent people, they may develop their secondary sexual organs and primary sexual organs, which can be in our lifestyle. Siddha insists for adolescent girls for some varieties of food to strengthen their uterus, strengthen their hormonal cycle, strengthen their body to body to be prepared for the childbirth. Like for men, that food should be capable of strengthening their bones and capability of psychologically fit for holding responsibilities. So Siddha insists diet should preferable for each and everyone. Even for geriatric patients, they prescribe unique drug, diet chart. For disease people, our Siddhas quote very much light diet or pathiyam. They will say pathiyamandri marundu palikadu. It means the diet itself, some disease, they can have a proper diet to support the disease system, and also the drugs which is prescribed for that disease. So we must have that diet chart, and we according to their disease, according to their drugs. So Siddha is based on unave marundu, marunde unavu. And Siddha also insists exercise like yoga and sports, and it is called like yamam and niyamam. People thought yoga is only doing some physical exercise, postures like that, but actually yoga means it contains 8 steps of preparation. It should be followed every day and practiced every day to develop our body, mind and soul. So yoga means is a unique word which means unity of body, mind and soul. So we have to, each and every human in Siddha, they insist Yamam, Niyamam and Ashtanga Yogam. Through this Ashtanga Yogam, a man can become a Superman. A man can modify their capabilities. A man can modify their psychological strength, and a man can capable of doing great things, not like so on. So Siddha is very much particular in their subtle body. They spoke about not only this physical body, it deals with the subtle body and the improvisation of our mankind into a different mankind. The human possibilities are more. They thought about to attain a higher level of mankind. So through this practice, a man can become some yogi or some like a genuine person, like so on. These are all very much essential for our immune system to be in a healthy state. Like so on, the sleep is also a very much essential, because in Siddha system there is the Siddhas told there is some 14 forces which governs in our system, which cannot be controlled, which must not be controlled. And if we control these 14 forces, we will face some unwanted symptoms in our body that will affect our daily routine, and that will affect our healthy life. So automatically our immune system will go down. So in 14 vital forces, sleep is one, and tear and breathing and appetite and cough, hiccough and sneezing, like so on. And Siddha introduces, there is some practices, lifestyle modification in our system, which is very much essential for our immune system to be in a particular healthy state. And Siddha always insist it is against aging. In a verse, sage Tirumular, you may all know about Tirumular, who can who wrote the Tirumandram. In his verse, he told, Udambar Alir, Uyirar Alivar. This means if body is not in a healthy state, the soul will get spoiled. So like they are very much particular in aging. They don't want to get aging in a quick manner. With this, they thought we can live longer, more than 100 years. So up to that 100 year, we can feel like youth. We can have our body in a youth condition, young condition. So they are for this to prevent aging, they found some kaya kalpa. Kaya means body, kalpa means restoring the body into a childlike young stage. So they told kaya kalpa for aging, anti-aging. So they wanted to become healthy up to the death. So they wanted to live longer than more than 100 years. So for this, with this small subtitles, we can perceive their immune status throughout their livelihood. How they are very much young, without disease, how they keep up the psychological functions in a healthy state, how they keep the body in an active manner, how they live a stress-free life through particular diet for each stages of life. So these are all the basic things which build our immunity in a strong state. So this is the way Siddha prevents disease from any condition, and this is the way Siddha boost immunity. Actually, we have to balance our immunity. If it is more than sufficient, it is also bad. We have to balance in low and large. So we have to balance in the middle. So the immunity should not go beyond in a large state. We have to balance in between, so that only we can have our body in a good condition. And these are all the diet they prescribe for immune strong status. These are all minor millets. They prescribe vegetables, fruits. These are all sattva guna unavugal. Sattva means these foods will give much strength immediately to our body after having these foods. And these some herbs, some medicinal herbs which helps to support our digestive system. With these minor millets which prevent, these are all the medicinal herbs which prevents a good, which support our digestive system and support our physiological system to assimilate the good qualities of food into our body. And these are all sattva guna unavugal, and tamo guna unavugal also is there. These are all the drugs, food for intellectual people or and aged people, or even females and children. So in Tirukural, we can have some quotes regarding the food. Alavarinde unbadan வாழ்க்கை பேருவகை அடைவான் அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு அளவறிந்து உண்க. That means we have to eat according to our body condition, according to our occupation, according to our mental state. We cannot, we should not have more than that. If we have a lot of food more than our body's need, we will have some disease also. So mihinum kurayinum noi seyyum, they are quoting like that, because the food, if we have insufficient food, that will also cause disease. If we have large amount of food, that will also will be the cause of disease. So we have to mihinum kurayinum noi seyyum. So we have to follow a balanced diet. Like so on, in a sage like Tirumular, we are having some Therayar Pini Anuga Vidhi, which means Therayar, a sage in pharmacology, Siddha pharmacology. We are following his verses for drugs, preparation of new drugs. In his Pini Anuga, this is principles which can prevent disease, disease-free life. So in his Piniyanuga Vidhi, Unda Pinbu Kurunadayum Kolvom, Paul Unbom, Yennai Perin Veniril Kulipom, Muta Kari Arundom, Mudal Nal Samaita Kari, Amudaninum Virumbom, like so on. So there is some 20 or 25 quotes in his verse, because some of that quotes, oil bath, he is mentioning oil bath, how to take diet, and what should be done after the diet. He is quoting like that. He told we have to take milk. He is a sattva unavu, because it is a subtle diet which can take everyone. And neyyunbom, ghee is a very good diet. We have to add ghee for our diet, in all our diet, and we have to walk after getting a full diet, stomach full diet. We have to walk, and we have to take twice oil bath in a week. For every human, we have to take oil bath twice, and there is very much there is a code how to take oil bath and what are all the oils we have to take. And if we get oil bath, we have to take hot water bath. We should not have cold water bath. So each and everything is specified in its verse. And we in this in his verse, he is quoting 25 lifestyle modification. These are all the procedures we have to follow in our lifestyle. We almost have before 60-100 years in our daily lifestyle, but now we are we adapt modern Western lifestyle, so we even forget to take oil in our diet. Also, we are having only various oils in various forms, but we have to take a prescribed oils for prescribed diet. So this is mihinum kurayinum noi seyyum. Only we have, if it is malnutrition, it is under poor diet which cause malnutrition, and the over nutrition which may also which may cause some disease. So we have to balance in the optimum level. And if we have poor diet, which ultimately result in immunity suppression, and if we have over diet, the immune system will not be capable of balancing the over body weight. So we have to balance according to our lifestyle and occupation and our body type and our stage of life. Even if we are a growing child, adolescent, we can have much diet and we can digest easily all the diet. But in an elderly patient, elderly man, which they cannot digest all the foods. So according to our age, according to our occupation, according to our body type, we have to plan our diet. And these are all some medicinal plants which is practiced in Siddha, which are having immune modulation action in their active principle. This is the very famous andrographis paniculator, which is called as Nilavembu, which is a very good drug, which is used in dengue, chikungunya, and even in corona also. This is a very good immune modulator and antiviral and antioxidant also. The andrographin inside this is the active principle inside this plant. Where this plant is very much found across all over India and Tamil Nadu, everywhere we are having. This andrographis is you can see in a large number of articles, science papers are published for the past 5 years. It is very much effective in dengue, chikungunya, all viral disease. So Siddhas prescribe this drug for all types of fevers. In fever, we are losing our immunity. So this is a very basic medicine of Siddha system, and it is a very good effective drug. And a large number of articles we can search in the in the articles in the scientific data area. This is which we call Osimum sanctum. Actually, this is another species, Osimum sanctum. This is Tulasi, which contains a very good expectorant, and it is a very holistic plant, which is very much useful used in all together in our spiritual area. to some Vishnu temple, we are having Tulasi garland, and we will have Tulasi Tirtham. And in day-to-day life, we can have this Tulasi Tirtham. We can have these 2 or 3 leaves in our drinking water, which can purify the water and infection, and which will clears our respiratory passage. So we can have a lot of Tulasi in our day-to-day practice. This is another wonderful drug in our Siddha system. This is Tinospora sinensis, Sindil. This is a very good immunomodulator, and this is having a tinosporin, which is a very good Kaya Kalpa Muli, also Kaya Kalpa drug. And it is very much effective against any autoimmune disease. We are prescribing this disease against any psoriasis case. We can prescribe Sindil Churnam in a powder form, along with another medicine. This will balance the immune system, and this will control the immune reaction inside the body. In allopathy, there is no answer for autoimmune disease. They can have only to control the disease. Here we are modifying the cause of the disease. So we are entering into the cause of the disease. So we can have a better outcome. So Sindil is a supportive form of medicine which can be prescribed rheumatoid arthritis and autoimmune Hashimoto thyroiditis and psoriasis, and even in some cancers also, where people may get immunosuppression due to some immunosuppressive drugs. So immune compromised, they will be due to some drugs they are having for CA. At that time, we can have this Sindil Churnam. It will enhance their immunity, and it will balance their healthy state to restore their healthy physiology. And this is another very good plant, which is Manjal Karisalai. This is a rare drug which is endangered, and which is a very good liver tonic. Liver is the very basic internal organ responsible for immune mechanism. All the drugs are synthesized in liver. If our liver cells are healthy, then only it can produce some the cytokines like that. So our liver has to be very much healthy, so that Siddhas insist to have this plant as a spinach in their diet, weekly twice or thrice. We can have it as a food in our diet, weekly thrice or weekly twice. We can have this drug as a food. This will make our body cleansed by the waste products will be cleansed by this drug. So the body become gold-like. In a verse, Siddhas told, so that only it is called like gold. Potrilai Kayandakarai. Pon means gold. So the body becomes gold, like shining, get shining. So the skin itself will shine, glow like a gold. So these are all a very good drugs which are used very extensive manner in Siddha practice. And another 2 ingredients. This is, you all know about Emblica officinalis, which is amla, Indian gooseberry. You can have this story of this is rich in vitamin C, which is the #1 drug for immunomodulation, which is prescribed by the WHO. So vitamin C rich Emblica officinalis. This is also practiced in our daily routine, daily diet, which in our traditional practice we will have some Nellikai chutney, Nellikai tuvayal, Nellikai sadam, Nellikai urgai, Nellikai buttrel, dry dry fruits, like these are all practiced in our lifestyle for a long period, so that only the people were very much in a healthy state. So again, this is kadukai. Kadukai, which is a very good antioxidant, and it is one of the 3 pala, which is responsible. You can have plenty of papers, articles regarding 3 pala. Is the most important drug. Kadukai. Kadukai is mentioned in Siddha literature as like mother. How mother is very much caring for a child. Like that, this Kadukai will care for the patient who is taking this drug for their ailments. So Kadukayum Tayum Kardil Ondrendralum Kadukai Thai Kadikam Kanni. In a verse, Thereyer Padartha Guna Vilakam. Siddha insists Kadukai is more than like a mother, which keeps our body in a Kayakalpa state. It's a Kayakalpa drug also. So Kalayil Inji Kadumpahal Chukku Malai Adile Kadukai. Like that, we should have in the morning, we have to take ginger in a fresh form. In the afternoon, we have to take dried ginger in a preserved form. In the evening, we should have kadukai as a powder. Is a Kayakalpa drug which enhance our immunity in a healthy state. So we have to have a kadukai on and off in our lifestyle, in our daily routine. This will boost, this will regularize our physiology, this will cleanse our blood cells, this will cleanse our intestines, this activates our inner organs, like so on. It is having a large amount of actions, biological actions. So we should have periodically or on and off in our diet system, we have to take these drugs. It will enhance our immunity. And another thing which causes our immunity in a down stage is stress. We are during this life, this period, we are having on and off stress. Even childhood, they are having stress about their studies. They are having stress about their classes. They are very much anxious about their career. They are having excessive workload. They are having stress even in their childhood. Some research study shows the stress of the mother affects the intrauterine child also, infant also. Inside the womb, the embryo itself gets stressed by our anxious lifestyle. So we have to keep our state of mind in a stress-free life, a stress-free state. So these are all the some techniques we have to practice in our life. Siddha insists some breathing exercise, Yamam, Niyamam, Ashtanga Yogam, which can control and which can make us capable to handle the stress in a very good positive manner. If we handle the stress in a positive manner, our immune system will be helpful to boost our lifestyle. In Siddha system, the stress-free state of mind can be obtained from yoga, breathing exercise, Yamam, Niyamam, Pranayamam, Pratyakaram, Dharanai, Dhyanam, and finally we can get peace, Samadhi. So we can periodically we can have, this is yoga is nothing but some people thought yoga is some posture and we are doing the exercise like. We have to incorporate yoga, that is the posture of our body, along with the breathing exercise. Breathing exercise is not only we are inhaling and exhaling and retaining air into our lungs. It helps. We have to keep our conscious in the breathing. If we keep our conscious into the breathing and our awareness and intellect of our brain and the functions of the brain and the anxiety of the brain is reduced, the functions will be improved. So Siddhas insist always do yoga with the along with breathing exercise. We have to aware about our breathing, and we have to put our conscious in breathing and also along with the postures in a particular manner. So we are having lots and lots of asanas. We have to concentrate both mind, body and soul into this practice. This exercise, this yoga is very much different from another our physical exercise, and we have to incorporate this practice in our daily life. We can gain a good health in our body and a good psychological status and a stress-free attitude, and we can develop our personality also, and through that we can gain a very good perception also. And another immune suppressant is sleep deprivation. Nowadays people are sleeping very less, and they are very much awakened throughout the night. So it's not advisable, because we have a particular circadian rhythm of our body. We have to work at the day and we have to sleep at least 6 to 8 hours. This sleep not only rests the body, it rests the brain function also, because during sleep we are having some amount of enzymes, some amount of hormones which are responsible to balance our immune system, to calm our mind, and the stress hormone like cortisol is suppressed by good sleep. So we have to have a good sleep according to our age. In childhood, we prescribe more than 10 hours sleep, minimum 10 hours sleep. For aged people, we advise 10 hours sleep. In adult, even we can have 6 to 8 hours sleep. Then only we can have a very good tomorrow and very good day activities. So that sleep also can affect the immune pattern, immune system. So we can have good sleep, and the good sleep can only build the immune system in a good state of health. So we advise Siddhas also prescribe include sleep in the 14 forces. So we should not control our sleep. We should not control, and it will affect the physical and mental state of health. So we have to follow a good sleep pattern according to the day-to-day life. So these are all the factors which we have to follow to enhance our immunity. This can be eat a proper diet in a balanced according to our body type, and have a good sleep to make our body and mind in a very good peaceful state. And we have to reduce stress with the exercise. Meditation is also a very good stress buster, and we have to incorporate meditation, yoga and asanas along with breathing exercise. If these three coexist, we can have our mind free and very good awareness in our activity, and decision making, and pleasant state of mind. We can have these areas. And again, we have to avoid such um, immune suppressive agents, which are alcohol, smoking, and sleep deprivation, like so on. So we have to follow these 4 items, which can be which can enhance our immunity. So these are all our Siddha system prescribes for a good healthy lifestyle. And we forget all the traditional diet system and the lifestyle system, which is prescribed by ancient Siddhas and which was practiced more than thousands of years together. And now we entered into a very different world. We have to bring back all our traditional system for our good health, mind and body. So we are in a position to make awareness among our traditional system to to ensure our healthy lifestyle among the society. This is our task, and this is our motto to be make everyone aware about our traditional system to form a healthy society. So I'm very glad for this organizing team. They are very much patient and very much kind enough to introduce me into a large group, into a very different group. And I don't know whether it is useful or very much, is it clear or not. Yeah, anyhow, we will have some other discussion also in future. And I wish everyone for a good health, good peace, and very successful future. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor. Thank you. No, it was more than helpful. It was a great presentation. What we are, aside from just bringing the knowledge in one place, is also to show to everybody around the world that there is so much knowledge already used all over the world that we might not know of, and also that maybe people in the Western world get to know some of the techniques and the medicinal kind of studies that are being done in the Eastern world in this time where we seem to be looking for some new ways. But because of that, I have 1 or 2 questions, just also for, as I said, the viewers to understand maybe some of the basic concepts. So is Siddha medicine something that is still, let's say, alive? Is it in research? Is it being developed? Or is it something that has been written down and being followed nowadays?
Yes, actually, Siddha is a science itself.
Yes.
It cannot be measured by modern parameters.
Right.
And we can explain our traditional practices, traditional drugs into in a form of modern measures.
Right.
Actually, we are exploring it to some extent. We have to develop and like Vinayak said, we have to validate all our drugs into a modern scientific aspects. So a little we have done in the past, and a lot we have to do in the future. We are in the path to explore the possibilities, to validate, and in a scientific aspects. And Siddha is practiced still in all over the Tamil Nadu, even in the Tamil people all over the world, as a drug, as a food, as a practice. They are knowingly or unknowingly they are practicing, but we have to validate through the scientific aspects. That's what we are doing in this institution. We are insisting our youngsters to do scientific research and scientific reverse research. Actually, everything was written in written, and it was practiced years together, thousands of years together, and it was proven also. It is evidence based, time tested. So we have to explore all our science in a scientific manner. That's all we have to do now to get acceptance from the scientific world. And this is also a science which cannot be measured by the modern parameters. And we have to find a way, a unique way to assess our quality and a pattern of a system inside our system.
Right. This is the hard part of it, because the dominating kind of medicine is the modern medicine, and there is this point of view that there is the enemy, that's the disease, and here is the weapon. And so the way you were explaining, Siddha, it's a whole lifestyle. So you cannot just go in there. For example, one thing would be people in Europe or the Western world have big problems with sleeping, so they just cannot fall asleep. So in that case, they get some pills or some medicine to just fall asleep. But the way I would understand what you just explained is, once you have the right food, the right diet, the right style of way of yoga, of breathing, once you live the right way, then you will fall asleep. And maybe we could give you a tea or something to help with that, but not that kind of drugs that will just knock you out. So that's the basic issue with bringing these kind of techniques to the modern world, because we are so under stress with everything. So that would be a question, actually, how to fall asleep, maybe, because you were emphasizing that. But I will not go into that, because, as I said, you cannot say just take a drug and fall asleep. But one other thing that I was really interested in for the Western audience is we always have this oil bath system every 4 days, something like that. Would you say there is a way to simulate that with showering, or is it just the bath kind of way to do it?
Of course. Actually, oil bath will improve their sleep pattern, and lot of research papers are also available at oil bath itself. And this is not any domination or any enemy, like enmity between allopathic or modern science versus Siddha, because we are having remedy for most of the disease, lifestyle diseases. And allopathy is a science which can help in acute surgical diseases. So in a newer form, we can have some integrative approach. So 90% of the disease which can be modified by their diet and lifestyle only, which is prescribed by Siddha system. So only 10% of the disease which need drugs. Among the 10%, only a few should go for allopathic drugs. So lesser ratios, lesser portions of disease can be treated by Siddha system, and some disease can be treated by allopathic system. So we have to integrate which area we can be strong in, strong for Siddha system, and which area can be treated by allopathic system. And in a scientific world, we have to incorporate scientific aspects also. We have to do like that one, so that the educative Western people can also understand this system in a very good manner. In India, people follow what their ancestors tell. If they ask them to put a bindi in your forehead, they will, without questioning, they will follow the practice. But scientific world will question everything. Why, when, where, why, what, everything. We have to explain why we are wearing some bindi in our forehead, why some of them are not doing like that, why we are taking oil bath, how it helps for sleeping, how it acts in our body, why this oil should be taken for oil bath, why this oil should not taken for oil bath, what is the shampoo we have to take oil bath, like that. Each and everything is prescribed in our system, and it is a different traditional science which cannot be understood by our basic studies, because there is no previous tool to assess the science. So we have to develop some unique pattern or methodology to assess the system. But these drugs, these practices helps the mankind a very lot, because we are practicing yoga for insomnia, for stress. Schizophrenic patients are having after oil bath, they are taking after a long years they sleep. After 27 years, a patient of schizophrenic patient, they get into sleep in a good manner. We noticed in some patients. We are preparing articles in that area also. So there is something inside this system. We have to explore everything, and it will take time. And no system is adverse to each of them, because all the system is made for to do the good thing to the society. So we have to focus on it only. We should not develop enmity among other system also. So this is what I want to clarify you.
No, obviously, we really are trying to get everybody to the same table so that we really can combine all the possibilities. It's just that maybe there is this presumption that this works differently, but in reality, it's part of the same medicine. And please, there was a question which I can answer, because we had the question yesterday with Dr. Senthil Kumar, which is the differences between, or the connection between Ayurveda and Siddha medicine. And he told us that it all used to be one Indian medicine, and it's just more a local kind of techniques that are developed, and some of these Siddha medicine and Ayurvedic and Unani and all these kind of Indian medicine parts are very alike. but they are with different maybe herbal remedies or techniques that come with the local coloring. So there is also no enmity between Ayurveda or Siddha Veda or something like that. Just one, there was that one question inside my question: is there a way for people, because in the West, most of the people are using a shower. They don't have a bath tub. So is the Siddha way of taking a bath really only possible in a bathtub with the right oils, or can people do something like that with their shower?
bathtub எடுக்கிறது பெட்டரா இல்ல ஷவர்ல எடுக்கிறது பெட்டரா? ஷவர் வந்து நம்ம வந்து அரைப்பெல்லாம் போட்டு அது பண்ணி
Okay. We are actually there is a method to take bath. We can have we can immerse our body for to some extent into a bathtub, but for oil bath we have to take some medicated powders. So it should be rubbed towards the body, to apply along our body to remove the oil applied in our body, which can remove the dead cells also. So we cannot choose bathtub style bathing. So it will be very good to take shower.
Right, but this.
And
Oh, you fell out. So this it's really about taking the bath, because also you have to be immersed and the oil has to get everywhere. So just for the people to understand, there is a whole technique to get the whole body in there. So as Vinayak is saying, it's more like a massage of the whole body. Yes. And like that. So just that's it. You gave us so much of your time, and we are really grateful. And maybe we can get back someday and you tell us more about the secrets of the Siddha medicine. And for today, I'm really grateful. And if you don't have anything more to say, I would say goodbye.
Yes, thank you so much. I have explained a lot, and we are very much here to help you in future. And any questions we will answer, and we will have like this pattern of webinars in future. We will have in any particular topic. If people want any inquiry or any clarification, we will help you. And we are very grateful. Actually, this is a platform which makes us know to everyone of your country. So we are also very happy and very grateful for your initiation. And I wish, I greet, and I pray my prayers for a very good success and a very good peaceful life. Thank you so much, team.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day. Thank you.
Bye.